There.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's homecoming. We'd like to start the evening by introducing our Princess and Prince candidates. Representing the freshman class are Kenzie Atkins and Amon Snyder. Kenzie's the daughter of Kevin and Krista Atkins. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, and tennis. Amon is the son of Virginia Rivera. He's involved in football and basketball. Representing the sophomore class are Jolie Groves and Gavin Butler. Jolie is the daughter of Jason and Carrie Groves. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, softball, spirit club, art club, and yearbook. Gavin is the son of Jimmy and Debbie Butler, and he's involved in football and golf. Representing the junior class are Emma Hepler and John Gardner. Emma is the daughter of Jeremy Hepler and Shannon Hepler. Emma's involved in volleyball, basketball, tennis, art club, Spanish club, spirit club, FFA, 4-H, FCS, and student council. John is the son of Todd and Liz Gardner, and he's involved in tennis, basketball, golf, and the science club. Now, we'd like to introduce the 2019 Homecoming Queen and King candidates for the senior class. First up are Tiffany Hughes and Quentin Amsden. Tiffany's the daughter of Terry and Julia Hughes. She's involved in cross-country, track, spirit club, art club, yearbook, DECA, student council, drama club, church worship team, and a serve volunteer. Her plans are attending Indiana Wesleyan and majoring in marketing and communications and public relations. Quentin is the son of Carl and Jessica Amsden. He's involved in football, basketball, and his church youth group. Quentin's future plans are to attend college and major in criminal justice to become a police officer. Next up, Haley May and Trenton Kreft. Haley is the daughter of Mark and Lisa Combs and Mark May. She's involved in NHS, Senior Squad, Art Club, Helping Hands, Sunlight Volunteer, and a Blueberry Festival intern. Haley plans to attend Grand Valley State or Purdue University and major in event management. Trenton is the son of Larry and Ruth Kreft. He's involved in football, spirit club, and the senior squad. Trenton's plans are to attend a trade school to become an electrician. Next up, Whitney Miller and Connor Pitney. Whitney is the daughter of Wayne and Rhonda. She's involved in basketball, softball, art club, DECA, spirit club, student council, NHS, Spanish club, yearbook, and youth group. Whitney plans to attend college at St. Mary's under the NROTC program. Connor is the son of Matt and Tricia Pitney. He's involved in football, wrestling, and spirit club. Connor plans to attend college and study fire sciences. Our last and final pair, Alexa Veers and D'Angelo Schumpert. Alexa is the daughter of Jamie and Don Baker and Brent Veers. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, softball, 4-H, art club, Spanish club, spirit club, and the FFA. Alexa plans to attend Ancilla College to start a pre-vet program, then transfer to Purdue to continue pursuing vet, nursing, and dairy genetics. D'Angelo is the son of Nico Schumpert and Naya Rivera. He's involved in football, art club, and spirit club. D'Angelo plans to attend college and study engineering and play football. Please, let's give all of our candidates a round of applause. this time, we'd like to welcome back the reigning 2018 homecoming queen, Abigail Powell. Abigail is currently attending Purdue University. Please also welcome back the reigning 2018 homecoming king, Josh Taylor. Josh is currently attending Ball State University. They will be presenting the winning candidates with their tiaras and crowns. Now, this year's homecoming prince, representing the sophomore class, is Gavin Butler. This year's homecoming princess, representing the junior class, is Emma Hepler. Now, for the 2019 Triton homecoming king and queen. This year's homecoming king is D'Angelo Shumpert. And this year's homecoming queen is Whitney Miller. Please give a huge round of applause to all of our candidates and our new royalty. And our athletic therapist, Eric Callahan. Also have an announcement in the northwest area of our
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please rise, face our flag in the north end zone. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Really? That's national anthem? They're definitely pushing it. You're gonna hit them. Every play. There's all that on paper. The chases in my English class. Yeah. What's going on? Now I'm trying to get to We've done this since Kenny. He wasn't even coming to the school. We didn't know a lot. I'm not going to come in and meet you.
Welcome, Triton Trojans fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. We're here tonight to see the Trojans take the field against HNAC opponent the Caston Comets. A season ago, Triton won the matchup down at Caston, but from that game there was so much to be said about the work ethic, drive, and heart that the Comets displayed with a depleted roster. They come to Bourbon tonight starting the season off 0-2. First game they lost in a shootout with West Central, then a loss to HNAC opponent North Judson. For our home hosting, Triton Trojans started off the season with a close opening contest that came down to the wire against South Central. Then last week on the scoreboard the schedule shows a loss in that regard. A lot can be said on the positive side of things for these young men on how they competed, displayed sportsmanship, teamwork, and the will to never ever give up. Lavelle is a talented team, but our guys are very talented too. In my interview with Coach Hughes, he spoke about what said to the boys in the first inning for football, what was how to be a man. These guys have shown that and proven they are heading in that positive direction. During the game last week, coaches and players were recognized for their exemplary sportsmanship. One player in particular, Jeremiah Farrell, was recognized for his sportsmanship during the game. All 4 quarters in a tough loss, these men showed composure and had 0 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. To me, that really speaks volumes, and though it shows a loss on the schedule, a bright, shining gold W should be there as well. For parents, student athletes, and fans alike, that right there is how high school athletes should act, and we should really give them so much praise and encouragement from that game. These men are improving and will only get better. I am, as a person who gets to know these guys, I am proud of the players, not only just the players but the coaches, but most importantly how these guys have grown as men as this season is getting started. Of course, last week, like we said, a tough game against LaVille for these Trojans. I mean, a team that looked very fast, a team that's going to be down on Pioneer tonight, so we'll kind of keep some tabs on that matchup tonight as that game goes along, as the captains are walking out to midfield for the coin toss. Of course, we had the homecoming court tonight. We'll review those. I believe the king and queen tonight was D'Angelo Schumpert and Whitney Miller were the king and queen of this season, and I believe Gavin Butler and Emma Hepler was the prince and princess for homecoming this year. So congratulations to them. We'll remind that later on in the broadcast as we get things going. So it looks like Triton won. They won the toss. They're going to defer like they did last week. And they'll turn around and Caston will receive. So Caston, there's a lot of players on there to keep an eye on. A team that, like I said, there's a lot of heart, but there's some tough players. And Hunter Shainlaub's one of them. And Landon Schaefer is another one who's been throwing the ball fairly well. And although a tough loss against North Judson was kind of a big loss, this team is still so tall, and they're going to come out and they'll compete. They're going to compete for 4 quarters, and they're not going to quit. So we'll get things underway. Don Bell asks if everybody's ready for football, and the crowd responds in a positive manner on this drizzly Friday night.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. They said it's this morning and it's supposed to clear out. I thought this afternoon and kind of rainy, misty.
Well, I'm going to have to get on AccuWeather because they said 4 o'clock this was supposed to be out of here. Well, I'm glad I wore long sleeves. But I'll tell you what, these guys a week ago, it was a tough game. There's a lot to learn from that game and a lot that these guys really improved on. I mean, like I said, the 0 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, these guys kept their head and their composure. A team that can do that is a tough team in my book, and that's a team that can really just do some really special things. And like I said, it's a loss in the loss column, but those games is where you learn the most from. A season ago, that loss against LaVille really projected us into a sectional championship after that happened.
When you get an official to make the point of writing a letter to the athletic director to point that out, you know that made a real impression on them.
And I'll tell you what, that right there, as a broadcaster and as a fan of this team and getting to know all these young men and everything, that is so huge. And I told my wife, I saw them, look at this. And I was real excited. Granted, it's cool that the guys got recognized, but it's just great because you get to know these kids, especially a kid like Jeremiah, who we've watched him play basketball and football last year. Just really impressed with him. Muff kick. Shainlaub's got it. He'll take it from inside the 20-yard line. He'll stiff arm, still on his feet. The big Shainlaub gets dragged down by Amari Snyder, the freshman representative for the chance to win Prince tonight. I remembered that one.
There you go.
There we go. See, I got that one. So the Caston Comets will take over on their own 33-yard line to start the drive. They'll get set. See what this line can do. Jacob Wilson on the defensive end spot here.
Are you going to keep timeouts in there or not? It didn't matter.
I will try to.
That kind of helped last time because of keep track of where we were at.
Yeah, for sure.
So Wilson, Amsden, Shively, and Farrell along the line for the Trojans. Linebackers Mass, Kreft, and Cabrera back there. Back to take the snap is Schaefer. He'll get the snap. Quick hitter fumbles in. Coming in is Jeremiah Farrell for the sack. Jeremiah Farrell found a way right through that line. Good penetration through there. Watch him here. On the top of your screen there, he'll bust right past the right tackle. Snap was fumbled, and he'll take down the quarterback for a big sack. That'll move them back down to their 25, 2nd and 18 for the Comets on their opening drive. That's a lot of positives right there. Like I said, the one thing that I wrote down is these guys are going to have to come out firing tonight and really build off that loss to get their momentum coming into next week with Bremen coming in. So Hickel in motion on the near side with Rockwolf. 2 wide receivers split. Hickel goes in motion. Here's the snap. He's going to work right. And he'll go right down. Short gain for Schaefer, if any. Like I said, one thing really impressed me about Caston last year, I know you weren't at the game, but these guys don't have a ton of players on their roster, but yet, I've seen some stuff on Twitter from those guys, and that they were, even in the offseason, these guys were working, and there was tons of these kids who were working. They work hard, and can't hear me? Oh. I'm turned up. So here we go, 3rd down and a mile. As Schaefer's back there in the shotgun. Smith with him on his left hip. On the pistol formation. And we're going to get our first flag of the game.
Let's hope we don't, hopefully we don't hear all our have to wash a bunch of rags tonight.
Hopefully not.
Called against Caston.
I don't know what he wants.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 20. And it'll be 3rd down and 23 yards to go for a first.
How about now? Okay, I'm working. Okay. Just working the kinks out. We had some misfires tonight, trying to get the scoreboard thing going and getting everything working. So here we go, 3rd down and 23. As Schaefer's back there, Smith with him. Lee in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to work away and is going to get tackled, brought down by Kobe Mast. The senior gets in there from the outside linebacker spot and takes him down. That'll bring up 4th down for the Comets and long. For Triton, that's a positive thing for these guys. 4th and 23.
No gain on the play.
So no gain on the play. Looks like they're going to go. Well, they got a punter back there. Back to receive is Quentin Amsden. Q had a few miscues last week as far as returning kicks, kind of fumbled a few of them, but like I said, he really built on that as the game went on. Short kick. It's up just a fuzz, and it's going to bounce inside around the 35-yard line, and it'll be down at the 35-yard line is where Triton and senior Connor Pitney will get started with this offense. An offense that's very potent on the passing game, did a real good job last week. Pitney, a very accurate quarterback when he gets his feet set in a clean pocket. Nate Amsden, a very powerful target in the red zone. And McIntyre, a man with the motor don't quit. And we'll see what that offensive line can do, slowing things down tonight. Reichert's out there along the line with Farrell and Wilson.
Yeah, Hunter was a model here this afternoon,
yes,
showing off the new uniform,
yes,
or the special uniforms.
Special uniforms donated by the National Guard for tonight's game. So like I said, donated by the National Guard, and you got to like that. I was a little worried.
Yeah, the picture would come through.
The pictures would come through, but they look really sharp out there with the black pants and the blue helmets. Really stand out, look really nice. So we're getting everything kind of worked out along the lines. Travis McCoy on the right tackle spot. Cam Shively at left guard. Jacob Wilson over there at the left tackle spot. Schumpert and Baxter on the near side. Amsden and Cabrera out left. McIntyre in the backfield. Here's the snap for Pitney. Hands off to McIntyre. He had a big game against these Comets a season ago, and he starts off with a pretty powerful opening run.
Number 4, Hunter McIntyre, the ball carrier.
And I didn't save that. Like I said, McIntyre had a great game against these Comets a season ago. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2 on the 8-yard gain on the 1st down play. So here we go. Same set, 2 wide receiver split to either side. Pitney out of the shotgun with McIntyre.
Gain of 8 for McIntyre, 2nd and 2.
Lee's here on the near side backer spot. Here comes the pressure. Pitney delivers one deep, trying to go to Schumpert, and Schumpert, he's got it! That's a touchdown from the 27-yard line. Beautiful pass by Connor Pitney to stand in the pocket and absorb the pressure. He'll step up here. Watch pressure come from the top of your screen. Nice step and throw. Perfect release. Schumpert gave Schumpert plenty of time to run underneath it, and he makes an amazing grab. The senior comes in big on the opening drive. 2-play drive for D'Angelo Schumpert. 27-yard touchdown pass, and that's going to send Cabrera out to kick.
It's like getting the holder out there.
So for Triton, drove right down the field in a hurry. After the short punt, Cabrera to kick. And a low line drive kick. PAT's no good. That kind of sounded like it hurt from up here. So with 8:54 left remaining in the first quarter, Triton leads 6-0 over the Caston Comets. My goodness, let's get my words all not jumbled.
A lot of C's tonight.
Whew. But like I said, a week ago, for even Triton losing in that game against Lavelle, Connor still threw for 152 yards. The passing game's working well, as you saw right there with Schumpert catching that one. So Eunice's offensive group's getting there. Once the guys get the running lanes opened up on the offensive line, this offensive line's a good group of guys. And then once you guys get that thing figured out, they'll just get better as the season goes on. Our playmakers, like I said, and this is not a young team; it's an experienced team. And once this team gets it figured out, they're going to be a tough team to stop. So Cabrera gets ready to send it away again. Last time I went to Shane Lobb. And Amari Snyder brought him down. Like I said tonight, Triton wearing a different uniform tonight, donated by the National Guard. I know they're starting to grow on me now. I like the neon around the numbers. I really like that. It's a little easier to see. I like that. So Cabrera sends a deep kick all the way back, and it's going to get received inside the 10-yard line. Rockwolf now is going to work to the right side, and he'll get brought down. Amson on the tackle, but he fumbled it. It might belong to Triton. They're saying it's theirs. And no official. Oh, they're going to say it stays with Caston.
Jesse Rockwolf on the return.
Rockwolf goes from inside the 10-yard line.
Out near the 20.
Now, we did a little kind of research. Evidently, this is kind of a common thing to have these special for their homecoming nights. I was looking at last year for different times of different teams that had these National Guard uniforms, and it seemed like they had a special for their nice homecoming.
Oh, I think it's a pretty cool thing. They throw the alternate jerseys out there. I mean, they're pretty nice. So here we go. Landon Schaefer's out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Lee goes in motion. He'll get the pass, and it's going to try to go deep up top, and it'll be caught by Shane Lobb, the big man. And he'll get a big catch there, folks. Move the chains for the Comets. Watch here. He has plenty of time to set up. And watch at the very top is where Shane Lobb is. He's a big guy now. Watch, and then you'll see the pass there goes right on top. He just used that big frame, goes right over top of Compass. And gets that first down catch. Or McIntyre, rather, on the defense there. He split out a corner.
How many yards was the reception?
28 yards. 27 yards. So Lee gets the handoff on the sweep play. Almost gets brought down by Amson, but he'll go back, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up second down, 8.5 remaining in the opening quarter.
Picks up a yard to the 49.
So got a yard on the play, on the sweep play. Shane Lobb's got the call. He'll bring it in. Like I said, big, tough guy. He showed off that there on that catch and run. So Rockwolf and Smith are split out left. Lee and Shane Lobb at the top. Schaefer on shotgun. Here goes Lee. Bobbles the pass, and it's going to be picked up by Hickle. Farrell
must have threw him off as he's coming running by, and he thought ball was gonna hit him, and all three of them kind of looked at it.
Well, and that ball probably is a little slippery too. With it, the grass is probably wet and everything like that. As far as getting ready to snap, so they'll lose 4 yards on the play, being a 13 from their own 45-yard line. Kobe Mass relaying the call to the troops.
3rd and 13.
Going to go with the same set. Schaefer will work in the pistol formation. Here's the snap. He's looking quickly for Smith. Overshoots Rockwolf. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on the defense, and on the defense on the play was Cabrera.
Incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So here we go now, 4th and 13. Short punt. A moment ago, Amson back to receive for the Trojans. So here we go. Kicks short, and Smith is going to touch it there. It's going to be just inside the 40-yard line is where Pitney and company will set for their second drive. 2-play drive ago. We'll see what they can do here on their second chance on offense here in halfway through get near the halfway point of the first quarter.
Net at 18 yards on the punt. Triton takes over 1st and 10.
Gonna have to give Orion props. He's not gonna like my camera work from homecoming earlier. Sorry. In advance. Sorry. So Pitney out of the shotgun. He's gonna take the look. Here comes the pressure. He's gonna try to throw it up deep, high in the air, and it'll fall down, and it'll be intercepted. Looks by Grant Hickle. Will come back to it. And just like that, Caston takes back over. Look at the pressure bearing down on Pitney. Tries to make a throw. Just got too much air underneath it. The wind's blowing in from that north end zone. He'll come back there. Here comes the pressure. And he had to throw that one in a hurry. And then falling down was Schumpert. Slipped, trying to come back to the play. And And like I said, Hickle on the interception there.
Ball was intercepted at the.
I was counting earlier. They have 9 freshmen that will be playing tonight.
Well, what was it last year? They just had enough to
field a team, enough to kind of play, and it's about the same route. But they have that's encouraging. 9 freshmen on the field for the Comets. So Hickle, Rockwolf be near side, Lee, and Shane Lobb up top your screen. Smith in the backfield. Hickle in motion. Schaefer's got it. He's looking left. Going to go up top to Rockwolf. Amson comes back, and Quentin Amson takes it back away. Rockwolf brings him down just like that. Back-to-back interceptions. Pitney threw one, and then Schaefer does. Watch Quentin Amson read this play. He's kind of slow developing, read the quarterback's eyes really well.
Amson with the interception at the 48-yard line.
Quentin Amson, good hands. Ball kind of comes up quickly, kind of slows down, but Amson read that ball perfectly and gets brought down. Good job, a defensive stand by the Trojans. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 6:56 remaining in the opening quarter. Triton leading the way. 2 wide receivers split. Hand off to McIntyre. He'll go right up and he'll hit a wall. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Of course, this will be the first of the second of our 4 home games we'll have this season. Of course, Bremen will be next week, and then it'll be a couple weeks until we get to host North Judson, as they'll be at Culver Pioneer. Then we'll host our final home game, and then Knox and Winnemac to round out the rest of the season. Pitney back out of the shotgun. McIntyre on his right hip. Here's the snap. Play action fake. Here comes the pressure. Pitney rolling out right. Shane Lobb and Lee's going to come in and try to hit the quarterback. And he'll get a couple yards on the play. Good job by Pitney. Kind of the light bulb went off. He saw nobody downfield. Just had the right idea to take off and go with it. He was feeling that pressure. But Shane Lobb, he may be big, but he closed on him in a hurry.
It's 3rd and 8.
Lee, for a freshman, he's pretty tall, pretty quick young man for the Comets. Switching things around. So here we go, 3 wide receivers on the left. Pitney goes back to throw. Looks quickly for Schumpert. Just gets into him. Shumpert's got some space at the 40, and he'll get brought down by Schaefer. 1st down for the Trojans. Nice throw by Connor Pitney. Just gets in that little tight window. That's where I said his accuracy really pays off. He'll step back here. Schumpert wants the ball. Hickle tries to make a play on it, but Schumpert breaks free and gets down the sideline for a 1st down. Big gain on the play. They're now in Caston territory. 2 wide receivers on the right. Amson's the tight end right. Cabrera solo left. Snap for Pitney. Hands off to McIntyre. He's going to try to go to the right. Tries to get past Smith and does. McIntyre still on his feet. McIntyre cuts back in. He got more yards on that one and brought down by Grant Hickle. Big run on the play. Watch him break here. Good blocking downfield for the Trojans. That run blocking was just really good. And McIntyre, the man with the motor that doesn't quit, finds the outside for a big 1st down gain.
just that little sidestep. It looked like he was going to go out and he went inside.
He goes.
Gained about another 5 on that.
21 yards on that one. But yeah, with that cut back in, that little move he did there, that was real good. Just got past Smith for the big gain. Cabrera's Shumpert out left. McIntyre in the backfield. Here's the snap. Pitney's looking left. Wants to go to Shumpert. Had 2 just a little bit overthrown to the left. So incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd down. Triton's first trip to the red zone.
Penalty flag on the play.
And we have a flag on the far side. Their 2nd penalty of the game. They're going to call a legal procedure on the Trojans, and that'll move them back. So like I said, a thing to watch these guys do tonight, we'll see how they do run blocking with Reichert now back in the lineup. They're at the right guard spot. He can really pave the road for him. And McCoy, like I said, McCoy, he may not have that big, huge frame, but he's 6'4". I mean, he's going to have that wingspan to really cut off the edge and really make the edge to make him go around him. Athletic line has worked real well in the passing situation. We'll see what they can do here on 1st and 15 from the Caston 19-yard line. Pitney's going to go left on the option play. Pitches on over to McIntyre. McIntyre has found some space. Got a flag on the play. McIntyre will run it all the way in. They might be waving off the touchdown.
Couple penalty flags on the play.
Judging Pitney's reaction, I'm going to say it was on us. So holding against the Trojans. So wave that play off. McIntyre took that 19 yards into the end zone. So that'll move him back. And a replay first down.
Moves the ball back to the 19-yard line, and it'll still be first and 15.
So it'll still be first and 15 for the Trojans. It's a pretty good play there to work to the left. So they're going to run Pitney back in the shotgun with McIntyre on his right hip. Get things set up here. 2 wide receivers split to either side. High snap. Pitney corrals it. Tries to go quickly on over to Shumpert on here on the quick side. He's going to try to lose Rockwolf, and he'll stay on his feet, and he'll get down to the 10-yard line. Good play by D'Angelo Shumpert to get up back at some real estate on that play. Watch the rocket arm by Connor Pitney on this throw. There was some mustard on that one now. He just lets that thing fly on over to Shumpert. Good move to lose Rockwolf, but that grasping a little bit slippery because Shumpert couldn't get himself back up. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 now. An 11-yard line. 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. So Pitney's going to work back there. 2 wide receivers split to either side. And we might get encroachment on the defense.
Oh, apologies.
So
am I coming through?
Yep.
Yeah, you're coming through.
I don't know why I can't hear myself. I was just going to apologize for my camera work.
Your camera work?
Well,
let's just put it this way. When you watch that,
The homecoming.
I might get a phone call.
And I do apologize. I did miss one pair of candidates on the on our little graphic down there. I thought I had them all in, and then we missed one.
Travis became my favorite. Pitney now back to the shotgun. High snap, hands off to McIntyre, and he'll get brought down quickly. Looks like Shane Lobb was in on the hit initially and brought him down. Oh, no, those smell pretty good.
Yeah, I was just talking to my wife Terry last night about, hey, pretzels. Do they have pretzels?
Okay.
But she goes, I don't think so out for the football.
Just so everybody knows. Jackson and I went to the volleyball game on Wednesday night, which that is like now my new favorite sport. The girls will get a kick out of that. That is my new favorite sport. Number 2, there's icing cups for the pretzels this year.
Ooh.
Just saying. McIntyre receives the pitch. He's going to try to find the end zone corner and got it. McIntyre with a 6-yard touchdown run. Triton goes up. Watch McIntyre here. We'll use that quick speed with the motor that doesn't quit. He's going to go to the outside. Has plenty of space, and he'll bring that one in for 6.
That nice little shovel pass was just timed great and got it right out to him.
Hey, it worked. I mean, it worked the first time, and nothing wrong with going back to it again. So we'll see here. Cabrera missed the first one. It's a good thing they wear pads. That looked like it. That sounded pretty loud up here. We have most of the windows shut. Kicks down, holds up, and it'll go up, and it'll split the uprights. Cabrera good on that one, and that'll put them up 13-0. Triton's leading the way. So the offense looking very good. The defense set that one up off an Amzin interception. Defense looking good. Farrell with the opening sack. And the guys really did a good job on that first stand. So we'll see what they can do here on the kickoff. Pretty impressed with the guys in the opening, getting things started. Tonight's officials are Rick Podell, Michael Burke, Roger Griffith, Mark McCammon, and Phil Tusky, our officiating crew tonight. Hopefully that they won't get to use the laundry or get to use the washing machines.
Yep.
Michelle thinks that's funny. I told her, I said, I'm serious. That is like, I got a degree in sales and marketing right there. If Maytag or those guys did some kind of commercial with that,
Yep.
I don't need royalties, but just say that that's just that little tiny print at the bottom of the commercial. You can say that I came up with it, but we'll go with it. So here we go, opening the game up, establishing the running game so far. Hunter McIntyre's looked really good. He ran well against his team a season ago as a sophomore. And so far the trenches have been looking really good on both sides. Defense getting penetration off the line. So Cabrera with that big right leg sends it back, and Rockwolf's going to let it bounce out of the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and they'll take over.
See, I can't hear it. I'm too close to the window, probably.
oh, that works too. Like I said,
the camera work suffers when I have to do Twitter too.
Well, I watch the monitor. It works. But like I said, I guarantee I'm getting a phone call or a text message. What were you doing on the homecoming day?
Who kicked it? Who kicked the
Cabrera did. So here we go, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line is where Schaefer and company will set up. Hickle on his right hip, 2 wide receivers split to either side. Smith in motion. Hands off to Hickle, and Hickle will get hit initially. That looks like, if I'm reading that, it looks like Jacob Wilson was in on the tackle. Now, I'm going to give Jacob a shout out. Here is the problem with football, getting to know the football players. Basketball players, you can see their faces on the court. They go up there and Jacob, they played a trick on Orion on Saturday, and he got that one. Well, D'Angelo did the same thing to me down there, and I thought, it's Coppas standing next to him. Well, I was wrong. So, Jacob, my apologies. Yeah, he's a great kid. He gave me a hard time for a while there, though. Schaefer goes short pass to Smith and hit in a hurry by Cabrera. And Cabrera looks a little slow to get up on that one. It's a big hit by him. But I'll tell you, Jacob, I told him, I said, hey, you're not wearing a 55 jersey. I can't see through the face masks.
Picked up 7, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you, he's a real high motor kid, real good character, coming off the edge there. Excited to watch him play. He's really grown the first couple games of the season. You'll see him here on that near side. Ooh. As the Brault comes away with it, fumbles it, and looks like Schaefer falls on top of it. This time the snap, I don't know if that was trying to be a play here.
I think their timing was off because, he was, it's right here in my lap as I'm passing through.
Ooh, I'm not supposed to touch that yet.
Loss of 5.
So loss of 5 now, and that'll put them back 4th and 10 from their own 20-yard line where they started off the drive. Back to kick is Blake Hammond, the freshman. Handles the kicking and punting duties for the Comets. He'll try again. Good kick there. Line drive kick. Amsden takes it from the 50-yard line. Quentin Amsden tries to find some space, and he'll get hit by Timmy Lee. Big hit. But Quentin Amsden, talk about a motor that doesn't quit.
Just kind of bounced and paused, and, hey, I'm still standing. Let's keep on going.
I'll tell you what, Q, we watch him play basketball. You talk about that 1-2 speed. He can make a man miss, but he's strong, too.
He gets that stutter step on a basketball and goes around a guy. You don't have to worry about dribbling. Just hang on and go.
Just hang on and go. He doesn't have to worry about traveling here. I gave him a hard time watching him do his thing during when we did the interviews, and I gave him a hard time. So it's good to see you play football. About time you use those wheels that you've got there. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the Caston 36-yard line. Stafford Pitney in the shotgun. He's going to looking deep for Shumpert. Shumpert's going to try to run it down and can't quite get there. Just got past Hickle. Shumpert kind of slipped on the end of the play there, but good throw by Pitney to kind of put it in there to give a chance for Shumpert to make a play. Pitney throws it up there looking for Shumpert. He tries to come back to it and just not quite, didn't quite get underneath it. So here we go. 2nd down for the Trojans. 13-0's our score. Eunice relays the call into Connor Pitney, the senior quarterback. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Baxter, Shumpert on the near side. Amsden and Cabrera at the top of your screen. Here we go. Pitches on over to McIntyre. This worked a second ago. He's going to try to go again to try to find the marker, and he'll have enough for a 1st down, looks like. And that'll move the change for the Trojans. Getting that running game opened up. Really, this line is really doing a good job blocking on that, blocking the trench. But Pitney, you got to have ice water in your veins to wait for the defender to kind of draw him to you. You know, you watch those guys in college do that. I'll tell you what, those guys are bigger and faster, obviously, but you got to have ice water in your veins and be calm, cool, and collected with those guys. So that'll bring a 1st down and 10 from the Caston 25-yard line. Trips right, 3 wide receivers on the near side. Cabrera solo left. McIntyre on the left hit of Pitney. Pitney dropping back, looking quickly for Shumpert. Quick hitter. He makes the first man miss. Shumpert tries to get around Rockwolf. He's still on his feet at the 10-yard line, and he'll get knocked out. Good play and catch and run by D'Angelo Shumpert. Great pass by Connor Pitney. And they'll move the chains again. I'll tell you what, big shout out to that line of Wilson, Shively, Farrell, Reichert, and McCoy. Tell you what, those guys have done a good job paving the road for McIntyre and giving Pitney time to throw some pretty accurate passes and give them to his playmakers. Split wideouts to either side, McIntyre on the left hip. Farrell to snap. Hands off, McIntyre get hit right as he gets pretty well gets the ball. Looks like Shane Lobb's in on the tackle. I'll tell you what, you look at Hunter Shane Lobb, he's a guy a season ago. He's a big, strong, strong guy now. Don't let him fool you. So get things set here as Eunice relays the play in. Calls it in. I did notice till last week that he has blue tape on the left hand and white tape on the right hand. That's how they call the plays then. And then plus they got the cards and everything too. I like that. Play action fake, tries to go to Amsden, but throws it just behind him. Not quite. The communication wouldn't miscommunicate on that play. Yeah, you'll see that in college where they'll have faces on like a big poster board trying to call the plays in and everything. I always enjoy that because I had to have somebody try to explain it to me, and don't ask me to explain it, but he's like, "Oh, this means this means this," and
okay,
I'm confused. There's a reason why I broadcast. So we're getting some conversations. Officials timeout.
Must be equipment.
So not sure here. So they're going to get reset here. We'll see what they can do here on 3rd down and 10 from the 10-yard line. Pitney now takes a high snap. Quick hitter on over to Cabrera. Cabrera's going to use that strength. Cabrera fighting inside, gets inside the 5-yard line.
Pitney's pass complete to Cabrera.
He really worked on that one. Had to be a catch and run kind of in traffic. Watch him here. He'll be at the top of your screen. He'll cut in there, gets it right there. He'll try to cut in, get some good blocking down the field by Amsden. Wilson out there to block him there. Looks like he got 8 yards on the game. They'll be on the 2-yard line. 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. Kobe Mass in the backfield with Trenton Kreft. Hands off to Kobe Mass. He's going to try to find a spot outside, getting held onto, but uses that strength, keeps his legs moving. Kobe Mass is going to find his way for a touchdown from 2 yards out. You talk about some strong running. He shows it there. Watch the initial contact there. He'll get the snap. And he gets caught on by Smith, but breaks his way through, keeps those legs moving, and just carries them through. 2 yards on the score. Triton goes up 3 scores. So Cabrera to try his 3rd extra point attempt. And Pitney's going to low snap. He's going to try to roll right with it. Pitney's going to try to find the corner, but he'll get brought down by Shane Lobb. And the 2-point conversion failed on that one. That'll put our score 19-0. Triton leading the way with 7.6 remaining in the opening quarter.
I don't think it was called that way, but I think once he caught the ball, it's just like he's not going to be able to get a good kickoff. Let's just try something else.
Well, and those guys down there, that is kind of like the unsung hero, I guess, on a football team. It was the person that holds the kick, that gets that kick down, because you got to have that time just right and get that ball down, laces out, or however the kicker wants it to be. You got to have time. And if that ball slips just a little bit,
and you know there's a foot coming.
Yeah, and there's a foot coming. You either got to abandon ship or take off or just kind of let him have a chance at it. But good job by Connor Penny to try to avoid the pressure and get a little bit on that one. So that'll put Triton up by 19. As Cabrera sends this way, that mist is back again. Wind blowing in from the north end zone. Sheesh. Can't get my words out of my mouth tonight.
You just think about those pretzels.
I know. I had one the other night, and I'll tell you what. I think it's going to be genetic on everybody in our family liking them, because Jackson was watching me eat, and it was like watching a dog chase a tennis ball, just back and forth like, where's mine? Shane Lobb receives it on the 10-yard line. He's going to go through, and look at the contact there by freshman Trenton Conley. And on the tackle to bring down the big Shane Lobb. Good job by Trenton Conley. Got in there, made the contact. 2.2. This will be the last play of the first quarter.
Near the 23-yard line, where Caston takes over 1st and 10 with 2 seconds left.
So first and 10 for them in their own 22-yard line. Pitney's really doing a good job as a senior quarterback getting the throws. Really proud of him. This defense has done such a great job. They've really done a good job stalling drives and standing up in big moments. Schaefer now to receive the snap. Hands off to Smith. He's going to try to find some space in the middle. Smith still on his feet. He's going to try to go, and he might have enough, and he's got enough for a first down carry.
Sam Smith, the ball
Goes from
carrier,
the 23-yard line and gets up past the
picks up the
35.
first down out near the 36 or 37-yard line as the quarter.
So that'll be in the first quarter. 19-0's our score. Of course, look at our schedule here for the season. South Central, we won that one in a close contest. Defense did a good job standing tall in that game. And, of course, last week at LaVille, and then next week we'll be hosting Bremen. That could be an interesting ball game. Then we'll be at Culver, at Pioneer, hosting North Judson. And then we'll be down at Knox, and then we'll be down at Winnemac to close the season before sectional play. As the season goes on, like we said, it was really cool to see what we got from a week ago, and I got to watch that volleyball game. That was a lot of fun. So if anybody wants to go show up to a game, those are a lot of fun to go watch. I'm telling you what, you talk about a very vocal group of young ladies. I'm telling you right now, they communicate real well.
Of course, schedule we got thrown up here is just have for Saturday coming up here with the junior high and high school cross country at Caston, and then of course the boys tennis, Bethany, and volleyball at Culver Academy, and then junior high football be back here. It looks like against Winnemac.
And I'll tell you what, the junior high doing pretty good on the season. And the volleyball team, I believe they won last night, Orion.
Yes, they did. Yeah, because they swept Knox.
Yeah, they swept Knox, but then last night they played
Culver.
They played Culver
Yep.
Community. Okay.
We're still perfect at home, and we've won 4 in a row.
Won 4 in a row. That's correct. So they're throwing T-shirts. I wonder why everybody will stand up. Orion, don't let the camera fall. But yeah, like I said, I got to meet Coach Perry. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to the interview with her. She's real excited to get some exposure to the girls. Like I said, one thing that for me, being a dad of a daughter, is that the girls just don't get enough recognition for their sports. I mean, you talk about some pretty good athletes. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. And Smith will get the carry there, and the camera guy fell asleep.
Well,
sorry, there's my one jab.
usually the crowd's quiet when the play's going on, but I figure it's not going on when they're rowdy.
Well, hey, we want them to be rowdy.
No gain on the play. Second.
Well, they're not being rowdy for the team. They're being rowdy for the T-shirt.
Oh, they're all guess rowdy for the T-shirt. Well, still, they're getting rowdy. That's all that matters. So Triton leading the way here. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Of course, he's not sleeping over there. He's got his phone. He's sending out the tweets.
He's sending out the tweets.
So if you don't happen to be watching, you'll get updates throughout the game.
No, I'll tell you what, Ryan, I think he needs to get him an assistant.
I think that's where we came in.
Oh, that's right. I guess that's why we got brought on the crew. Good catch and run there for almost a first down. Brault gets that one. The junior finds a way. It'll be third down and short as they just get past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Picks up 9 yards, and it's third one.
So Kobe Mass relaying the defensive call. Trent Krift, the linebacker, back there with him. Other defensive backs, McIntyre, Cabrera, Bryce Koppas near side. Keegan Westhaver's out there. And a handoff to Smith. He's got enough for a first down as he barrels his way in to Trojan territory. Gets inside almost to the 40-yard line. And initial contact there, runs right through the tackles to open his way up there. So good gain by him. Triton gets him brought down.
To the 42-yard line.
Like I said, that line of Wilson, Amsden, Farrell,
Picks up 12 yards and the first down.
and Shively down there. I'll tell you what, they're really starting to improve. I mean, last week that was tough, and like I said, don't sleep on LaVille. I mean, I looked at and I slept on them. I mean, given that score against Bremen, I was like, well,
it could be interesting.
It could be interesting. I thought it was going to be a close game. I was wrong. It's okay. Oh, Smith gets grabbed by Jeremiah Farrell. Gets that big bear claw in there and brings him down for a loss on the play. Watch the big bear claw of Jeremiah Farrell gets through, and he'll get his hand on there, and he'll bring him down. McIntyre in there on the tackle with him. Good job of team tackling to get on top. And that's one thing I wrote down against Manchester. When one guy hits, the other ones aren't too far behind. Coach Whitaker has done a great job of this defense here in his first season at Triton. I really like the communication by these guys on defense. Second down and long. Schaefer goes to throw, finds Brault, hit immediately by Kobe Mast. Good job by Kobe Mast to read the play on that one, gets there for the big hit. That'll bring up third down and long, I believe.
Schaefer's pass complete to Brault to the 41, picks up 3 yards.
So it'll be third down and 8 from the Trojan 41-yard line. One thing to remember back is this defense, as I was talking about a second ago, was what they did against South Central. Yes, that was a close game, but that team, like Osborne, ran for quite a few yards, but Triton would stop and make their drive stall and force them to give the ball back. And that's why they got up as they did. So here we go for Schaefer. He's out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Just missed. He's going to try to run with it. And Koppas gets in there on the tackle. Oh, excuse me. It was Kobe Maston on the tackle. I saw the 4. I just rolled with it.
Well, those uniforms, yeah, they're a different color, but we can see these numbers really well.
You can see them real well, yeah, for sure. So that'll bring up fourth down. Amsden's going to stand back to receive. They're taking a long time to talk in the huddle. Schaefer's coming back out.
Picks up a yard.
They might be going for it, as it looks like Hammond's back. Hammond's on the sideline, so it looks like Chris Ulrich, the head coach, and company's going to go for it here on fourth down. Change it up. Quick snap. Tries to go across the middle. It's knocked up in the air. Good job. Looks like Jacob Wilson got a hand on it. I might be wrong on that one. Couldn't quite see what happened real quick.
Nate
Amsden gets up there and knocks it away. Uses that big frame of his. Reaches right up there and knocks it away. Good job by him. The forced turnover on downs, and Triton will take over from their own 40-yard line with 7:56 remaining here in the second quarter. So here we go now, 1st and 10. Triton's done a real good job sealing off the line. So here we go now, 2 wide receivers split to either side. McIntyre in the backfield. Snap for Pitney, tries to go deep to Shumpert and almost gets it. Schaefer almost had a hand on it, but tried to go in that tight window. Shumpert tried to go out there and get it.
Didn't get the camera quick enough. Sometimes you got a little hard to see where she's at.
Yeah, it's hard, especially when you do those play action. It's hard to read that. Even the pros have that problem. But Orion's a Hall of Famer, so he's in light company with the pros that do it on Sundays.
I don't know if I got in the Hall of Fame for my camera work.
Right. You didn't have to tell anybody that.
Well, I didn't mention it during my speech.
Okay. Amsden gets the handoff on the sweep play, gets through there. Quentin Amsden gets in. Shane Lobb just gets a hold of the tail of his jersey, brings him down. Short gain on the play.
Out to the 44-yard line.
Let's hope that's not bad.
4, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
So she's getting tired. So, Danny, I'll give you your shout out. She waits up as long as she can. I'll tell you what, school really wears her out. We're real proud of her, what she's doing at school. We had a good report from her teacher today. Said she's very smart. I'll tell you what, her handwriting's in there. She's just having trouble with number 5, but hey, that's what they're working on. Doesn't write like her dad, thank goodness. We're real proud of her starting kindergarten this year. Sounds like she's the mother hen and tries to rule the roost. No shocker there, just like her Aunt Lindsay. Quick head over to Baxter. Chance Baxter's going to have enough for a first down on the play. Good rocket throw there by Connor Pitney for the short throw in the flat. Out of moving pass there.
Into Comet territory, good for a first down.
Baxter, quick hitter on the look at that. He'll get that quick hitter, and he'll just go right past the defense. Good catch and run there. Good blocking by Triton on the way through there.
Baxter down at the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pass play.
So here goes the call. Koppas near side with Shumpert. Baxter up top with Quentin Amsden. McIntyre in the backfield. Here's the snap. Here comes the pressure and fumble on the play, and Caston might have got it. And it belongs to Caston. Fumble on the play. Yep. Like I said, that ball gets pretty slippery when it's just drizzly out. Goes to hand off here.
Slipped through his hands, off his shoulder.
That happens. That ball can get slippery. It's just mishandled the snap. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for Schaefer and the Comets.
Caston has a 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a snap for Schaefer, looking deep down the middle, trying to go to Broad, and picked off! Look at Keegan Westhaver on the interception. Did he catch that with one hand?
Just about looked like it.
He did. Keegan Westhaver, shades of Odell Beckham on the catch there. Watch this right here. Watch him with that left arm. He goes right up top there, or the right arm rather, and brings that in. Watch that one-handed catch, brings it in. Wow, great play by Keegan Westhaver. The junior comes up big and on the defensive stand there.
Takes over and has a 1st and 10 at their own 20.
I'm sure Keegan will be happy there. I compared it to the Odell Beckham catch. Guess didn't play the Sports Center. Baxter out there on the far side with Amsden, Schumpert, and Cabrera near side. McIntyre in the backfield. Here's a snap to Pitney. Going to go the option. Pitches on over to McIntyre. He's going to try to find some space. Gets by Hickle. Gets to the near sideline. Couldn't quite see where he went out. Doesn't look like it's enough for a 1st down.
I probably would have heard from more than one person had I not got that on camera.
So if anybody out there watching, if you want a shout out, send the stuff into YouTube. We get the checks there. We'd be happy to give shout outs to everybody at home watching. Appreciate the fans that showed up tonight for homecoming. So we're going to run. Put Amsden down there in the tight end spot on the end of the line to block. Quick hitter over to Schumpert. He's got some space on the outside. Gets one past one guy with this. Barely tries to get past Caden Webb with the stiff arm. But enough for a 1st down and trying to move the chains. As they'll get up past. I believe they'll get past just right past the 35-yard line to the 36-yard line for those start off 1st and 10. Here we go. Amsden now out to the right. Here's the snap for Pitney. He's looking left. Here comes the pressure. He tries to step away from pressure. Good job. And a fumble on the play. And Caston will take it back over. The sack fumble there. Shane Lobb comes from behind. That was a deep sack on that play. Watch him. He goes through there. He just gets his hands on over top of him and tries to bounce it back off, but Smith gets in there and recovers the fumble. Smith.
Fumble on the play recovered by Caston. Comets 1st and 10 at the Triton 27.
So LaVille Pioneer is still tied up at 0 on the third.
No, I think it's the 1st quarter.
Yeah, it's the 1st quarter. Yeah, because there's quarter over there.
That could be really interesting. Is that at Pioneer?
No, it's at LaVille.
It's at LaVille.
They got loose cable. I was like, everything went quiet. So Sam Smith the ball carrying that short gain. So that may have been my fault. I won't go near it again. We need about 3 TVs up here. Our game, another game.
I really like the idea to just go to the strip of TVs at the top there. Although with my short attention span, I'd be sitting up there watching.
Calling the wrong game.
It wouldn't surprise me. All right, they're going to go 3 wide receivers to the left. Hickle on the solo right. Smith in the backfield. Here's the pass over to Shane Lobb, too low. That would be an incomplete pass. They'll say it was forward pass just enough. That'll be really interesting, that game up in LaVille, what happens there. That could be a really good ball game. Of course, Pioneer 1-1 of the season, lost the opening game. Of course.
Huh? Oops. So here we go now. Third down and 3 from the Triton 20-yard line for Schaefer. Going to run 3 wide receivers to the near side. Kind of a broken play, and Nate Hampton comes in for the sack. Watch Nate Amson read the play. Miscommunication, wanted to go to his right, goes wrong way, and Amson reads that and comes right through and throws him to the ground. I'll tell you what, that's a player. What Nate does is very special coming off the edge there. He's got that speed. But, boy, he is a strong young man who can get through there, and he gets through there in a hurry. So that line being real productive here tonight. So they'll get set here now. 4th down and 13 from the Triton 30-yard line. Schaefer in the shotgun. 2 wide receiver splits either side. Smith Lee in motion. Tries to go up top to Shane Law. Can they get up there? Shane Law pushed off. There was pushed off on the play. But he'll make the one-handed grab. Long pass. If you watch him here, he'll push off on the top of your screen. Watch him push off on the defender. He'll go through there, find space. Good catch by him. And watch there right there. Pushes off, and just maybe not enough to get over top of Amson. And they'll get a first down as they'll work for 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Shane Lobb has been very active. He has had a lot of receiving yards on the season. Shows off there. Lee in motion. Gets the sweep play. Oh, no, I can't tell who's got the ball. Lee's got it. Nobody ran to the ball. So that'll put Lee, they'll bring up 2nd down, rather.
Number 9, Tim Lee, the ball.
So 3-yard gain on the play. Caston threatening to get them some points up on the scoreboard. Didn't get a score last week, but they're going to try to see what they can do here on this away game. Here's the snap. Smith's got it, but Triton's line closes in a hurry and pushes him back. Good job by the defensive line to hold him there. And that's another thing they did against South Central. When it was important and it was they had the goal line stands or anything like that, they stood tall, and Triton does a real good job on defense to shut things down. So it looks like we lost a yard on the play. 3rd down and goal from the Triton 4-yard line. 3.5 remaining in the second quarter. So Schaefer now of the shotgun. Here's the snap. And it'll go to Smith, and Smith will get swallowed up by the defense. Oh, no, he kept going. Some strong running there. Jacob Wilson in on the tackle. Be saying Jacob's name a lot since Wednesday night I recognized him.
Back to the 3-yard line.
What we got?
There's some of your messages. Trying to get those to come through.
Oh, LaVille just scored a touchdown against Pioneer. 40-yard pass, what we just got some word on. So LaVille's beating Pioneer at the moment. So here we go, 4th and 3. Here comes the pass. Flag on the play, and Schaefer will go through. They'll say touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. Illegal shift on the play on Caston. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and move them back to the 8-yard line. 4th and goal. Wow, it was kind of like the Twilight Zone for a second there.
Was that your phone?
Yes.
I'm like, where's that coming from?
Didn't realize it would play that loud.
Is there an echo in here? Oh, boy. It sounds like LaVille scored on Pioneer. Like I said, that could be an interesting ball game up there. Of course, Kaiser got to play on Monday night was on the special teams and made a tackle. So here we go. 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. Schaefer with 2 wide receiver split to either side. Shane Lobb in the slot. Tries to go up and knocked away. Tipped and almost intercepted by Westhaver for a second time. But that'll be a turnover on downs. Good job on defense to read the play. As you'll see Schaefer looking right. The defensive backs did a good job there. Initial tip looks like by Kobe Mass, and Westhaver almost brings it down again. Keegan with the active hands on a Friday night here for homecoming.
Kind of flipped it to himself, but just couldn't quite get
a hold of it. So 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line. Of course, congratulations to our homecoming court tonight. The Prince tonight was Gavin Butler. Princess was Emma Hepler. And King is D'Angelo Schumpert. And the Queen is Whitney Miller. Congratulations to the homecoming court. Don't need a shout out to the cameraman, because that was rough. I forgot the monitor there, and I was trying to look at the little screen too. So, oops. Looks like a good play there on the run. Can't quite see who it is on the far side there. There's a flag on the play. Kobe Mass with some strong running. Sorry, Kobe, couldn't quite see it in time. And we'll get, it was Kobe Mast on the run. And they're going to be moving backwards. They're going to call legal block in the back on Triton. So that'll move them back.
Block in the back on Triton.
there are problems.
Moves the ball back 10 yards. The net is still a first down.
So it'll still be a first down from the spot of the foul. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. 2:23 remaining here in the second quarter. Of course, halftime, the band's getting prepared for that one. Stay tuned. We'll have that for a halftime show for you. Pitney split backs the backfield, hands off, and Mast again on the carry. He'll get a couple yards on the play. That clock will start moving.
Kobe Mast, the ball carrier.
So Triton has moved the ball really well on offense, and I had a couple miscues there, a couple turnovers, but like I said, showing off that short-term memory and just playing hard. Make a mistake, but yet they do one thing with Triton as well. If they make a mistake, they counter it by coming back on the play to really just recorrect the issues. This team's really good about that. Good head, good strong composure by these young men. Pitney out of the shotgun, split back in the backfield. Quick hit on over to Schumpert on the near side. He's going to find some space. Schumpert gets to the outside. He finds the sideline. Shumpert's got a step. Shumpert's got the sideline. Schumpert will find pay dirt, and he'll go a long way for that touchdown. 74 yards on the play. I think right. 74-yard touchdown reception. Watch the quick hitter. But the more important thing, watch the move here. Makes the first man miss. Good blocking there as he finds the step, gets right past Hickle, and he'll find his way for a long touchdown. Good catch and run from Pitney to Schumpert for 74 yards. So Cabrera's going to try it again. Snaps down, kicks up, and I believe it split the uprights from here. Although say no good, must have hooked just left. So that'll put them up 25 points on the Comets. Of course, that was a big goal line stand for them. Oh, we got a flag on the play. So they might get a chance to reattempt that. I'll tell you what, not sure what the penalty was.
Kind of lining, yeah, they're lining back up again.
Looks like they're going to go for, they're in a different group, but they might be going for two. They're going to change out. They're going to go for two after the penalty. What can they do here? Triton's been doing a real good job opening up the running lanes tonight. We'll see what they can do here with a yard and a half out. So we'll see what Wilson, Shively, Farrell, Reichert, and McCoy can do with Amson on the right side of the line. See if they can punch it in here for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap, hands off to Kobe Mass. Kobe Mass is going to try to find a way, and he finds a way to convert the two-point conversion. Triton's up now, 27 on Caston. So Triton up 27-0 over Caston. The offense looking really good. That quick strike offense from 74-yard reception. Well, it was a short pass, but Schumpert took it the distance. He's working hard, the King, homecoming King for 2019.
Stepped it right down along the sideline and got a little room, and then off he went.
Looked awfully royal running down the sideline. See how I worked that in there.
He could have stopped and got his crown on the way.
Exactly. He worked on getting that crown in. He had to get his hair to fit in the crown there. I don't think I've ever had that problem. Of course, give a shout out to Caden and Jackson. They're both at home watching. Caden's been real excited. This will be the first game he actually gets to see. He was camping the first time, and he was gone the other time. So a lot of kind of a rainy mist blowing in from the north end zone. And Caston taking a long talk before the return. Cabrera sent the ball deep into Caston territory on both of his kickoffs tonight. Cabrera really showing off a lot of leg strength. He gets that figured out there from the place kicking side of things. He could be a very valuable weapon. He could be shades of a Brandon Linker, the kicking wise, if he can just kind of get it accuracy there. He's got enough leg strength. So we'll see what we do here. Rockwolf back there with Shane Lobb to receive for the Comets. Another nice line drive kick, and Rockwolf will take off the one bounce. He'll try to go to the up to on the far side. He's going to gets a few blockers, trying to direct himself through traffic. Still on his feet, working his way through, and then he'll be brought down. Rockwolf on the return, but we got a hurt Trojan on the far sideline.
Rockwolf on the return.
So Rockwolf on the return. We'll take a quick break.
About 20.
Good signs there, getting up under his own power. That was Trey Shue getting hit on the play.
Return of 20 yards.
Got a little shaken up. Might have got the wind knocked out of him. That was kind of a hard hit, too, to the ground. But showing off the strength there for the freshman. Like the determination and the grit to kind of get up under your own back. Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can hit that ground just hard enough, and it can really shake you up. And that grass isn't as soft as what it looks like. And it's real slippery out there. Like I said, that mist is coming down now, so my app was wrong.
Yep.
So here we go, minute 16 remaining. Schaefer on the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split to either side. He goes back, throw across to Rockwolf, and he'll get a big reception for about 11 yards on the play. They'll move the chains on that play. Kind of going into that hurry-up offense. The clock will start once they get the chain set. And clock will start running now as they near the final minute of the opening half.
At the Comet 46-yard line.
Rockwolf and Brault near side. Shane Lobb and Rockwolf up top. Tries to go up over top again, almost goes right through. Looks like he's trying to go to Shane Lobb. It'll be incomplete pass, bring up second down, 52 seconds remaining now.
52 seconds, and it's 2nd and 10.
So good opening first half for the Trojans. Done a real good job. I mean, forcing Keegan with the interception. Quentin had an interception, forcing turnovers. Of course, we had a couple of our own. Like I said, this is stuff they got to learn from. Like I said, these guys are a good group, smart group. And you talk about sportsmanship. These guys here, folks watching these guys out here play, you want to take a page of the book and kids watch these guys. This is how you need to act as a student athlete. Smith gets his toss to the left side, and he'll go out and a flag on the play. But like I said, these guys show great exemplary sportsmanship, and that's huge. I mean, when you're playing football, it's really easy to get wound up and just get fired up and let that momentum kind of carry over. These guys kept their composure, and what they did last week was really awesome. Like I said, they deserve a W regardless on that from that standpoint. Very proud of those guys and the coaching staff and how they've led these young men and what they've done this season. So the ball moved back to the 30-yard line, bring up second down and long for the Comets. So loss of 7 yards on the play. Orion's now finally going to put the jacket on.
Oh, the wind's starting to blow in the window.
Well, that makes a difference. Kind of glad I'm kind of back where I am. Quick hitter over there, going to throw another flag. It'll look like it'll be a false start, illegal procedure on the play.
Another penalty flag.
But you can see the mist on the screen there. That wind is blowing real hard now in there from the northwest, from that north end zone.
I think they just
Not sure what happened there.
Inadvertent.
Not sure what happened there. So it looks like it would still be second down.
A third. Going to third down.
Oh, going to third down. Okay. So here we go. Picked up the flag. Third down and 22 from the 34-yard line. Or excuse me, from the 38, 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's trying to get it taped in. There he goes.
So here we go. Schaefer trying to go up top, overthrows, and almost brought in again by Amsden. He'll deflect the pass. Q, he's been pretty active on the defensive side of the football tonight. Show you what, the kid's got a lot of athleticism. We see it during basketball season.
Turn my mic off. I'm getting a hurricane up here.
Well, that's a different direction. We hope we don't have a hurricane up here.
Fourth down for Caston.
So fourth down, Amsden back to receive for the Trojans. Gets it away, a high kick. Amsden's going to try to let it bounce, and he'll let it roll very smartly. That's a smart move there. You know, he could have got a hold of it and take off and run, but that ball being slippery, rolling across the grass there. Smart move by him to not try to pick it up, because if he muffs that kick, Caston gets the ball in their territory.
They were right there, and he could have just picked it up, and he could have took it right on in.
Great instincts by him on that play. So we got 30 seconds left in the opening half. Triton leading the way by 27. The line tonight with McCoy, Shively, Wilson, Farrell, and Riker has done a good job protecting. Has done a good job setting up plays and giving the guys a chance to make a play and run the ball. Kobe Mass is checking in, and that's going to bring out Baxter. So Triton might run out the clock here for the opening half. Go in the break. Of course, Triton wearing the National Guard uniforms tonight. The olive drab with the yellow letters or the black letters outlined in gold. And good run there by Hunter McIntyre. Gets through the line there, and that might be the last play of the half.
Nope.
Well, maybe not. 20 seconds left to get the set there.
Gain of 6 yards.
So 6-yard gain on the play. We'll bring up second down.
Nope, they're going to run her out.
So they'll let the clock run out. That'll bring us to halftime. 27-0 our score. Stay tuned. We'll have the Triton Marching Band come out for the halftime show. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Okay, Pioneer ran back to kickoff. And it's 8-7
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's halftime performance by the Spirit of Triton Marching Band. The band is under the direction of David Seal. Staff includes percussion, Charlie Lawrence and Matt Gerard, color guard, Zian Hansen, music, Mitch Freeman, and show designer is Matt Wise. Tomorrow the band will be performing their first marching competition at Bluffton High School. Come out and show your support of the band. The band performs at 4:45 p.m. This year's marching show is entitled Dreamers.
Pioneer returned to kickoff for a touchdown.
Drum Major Delaney Albright is the Spirit of Triton Marching Band ready. Spirit of Triton, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
I can't. That tonight. Smallest guy with the biggest fish. I said all the dudes look like they're all the girls look like the dudes, the guys look like. Yeah. They look like a chick.
15. It's our 15 stuff.
But yeah, it sounds like it's once you get to
They were 17-6.
Considering the fact of all the bad blood right there. Well, again, last year. Yeah, from the field goal that shouldn't have called it. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart and Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojans Sports Network. Of course, a bunch of hungry men up here in the press box thanks to the concession stands bring up the hot dogs. Those 2 plates did not last long once halftime hit. So a bunch of hungry men, so hopefully we get to 35 sooner than later so we can get home and go eat more food. I know I got chicken Caesar salad waiting on me at home, according to Michelle. Of course, Jackson and Caden are laying on the carpet playing, so I know they're listening. So here we go, coming out of halftime, Triton leading the way 27-0 over the Caston Comets. All those scores coming from Connor Pitney to a 27-yard touchdown pass to D'Angelo Schumpert, and then a 6-yard touchdown run by Hunter McIntyre. And then Kobe Mass punched it in from 2 yards out, making it 19-0. And then, of course, you saw the big highlight there from Pitney to Schumpert for 74 yards. And that put the score, they got converted a 2-point conversion. Run up the middle by Kobe Mast, and that made the score 27-0. Where we stand now, Triton will receive the second half kickoff as they deferred on the opening coin toss. Something that I really enjoyed doing. You know, that's something I always do. I would always defer the kick. So now Ryan's gonna turn his mic on.
Well, I didn't know how much advertisement we need to do for FFA since they brought us all.
Oh, true, yeah, FFA. That's who.
Yeah, they're running a concession stand tonight, so they do float around the different organizations and whatnot, and so sometimes they'll try to get the basketball players if they can, where they can't do it during basketball season. So try to get them lined up for football, and I know cross country's done it a few times. And
hey, the FFA did a good job. Those hot dogs and everything was pretty good. Appreciate the quick delivery on them up here to the press box. Really appreciated that.
Got connections down there.
We just got a couple. Won't name names, Travis. But down there in the concession stand. So appreciate everybody doing that, and I really appreciate them running the concession stand. That's a tough job in there. I mean, they really appreciate their time, volunteering their time to help the school out. So here we go, short kick, and it's going to be fielded and fell down. Kobe Mass, good job to kind of take it there and fall down on the play. So Triton will take over from their own, looks like 36-yard line. So they'll trot their way back out on this first drive. We'll see if they can get that running clock going here early on in the third quarter.
If you don't realize with the running clock and you haven't kind of followed it till now, if the score in the second half gets a differential of 35 points, it turns into a running clock regardless of the score. Even if it comes back and ties the game, or even whoever was down goes ahead, it's still, once it starts, it's a running clock.
And of course the officials have done it's kind of a learning experience for them. So here we go, Pitney on the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split to either side. Hand off to McIntyre on the near side. Tries to get past the defender, but brought down in the backfield by, I don't have his number wrote down. So Gavin Hickle changed numbers in a halftime. He's on number 69 now. Boy, I don't like when they change the number at halftime. Now that's a new one. All right, so Gavin Hickle changed his jersey. He comes down with the tackle there. Loss of 3 on the play. Second down and 13 from their own 33-yard line. Cabrera near side. 2 wide receivers split to the right side. Amazon tight end. Pitney now trying to go up deep, trying to find a quick hitter. Finds Chance Baxter. Chance Baxter has a step. Does he have a lane? He's going to get brought down. They're just past. And that'll be brought down. And I don't have 31 wrote down. So watch the catch and run here by Chance Baxter. Watch here. Good throw by Pitney right on the money. Baxter then caught him in stride. He takes off but tries to get a break away from the defender. And then on the tackle was Caden Webb. And good job by Chance Baxter. Gets in there, and a guy who's very athletic, good hands on the play. So that'll set 1st and 10 from the Caston 22-yard line. Cabrera, Shepard on the near side. So 35-yard play there. Ames will be in a tight end. McIntyre in the backfield.
As they get down to 2 seconds on the play clock. Just got off in time.
Quick hitter to Shepard. Shepard, and he'll catch it and fall down. Slippery out there. Not real. When that drizzle goes out there, it doesn't look like it does much on things, but that grass hitting that dew starts to set in. It gets pretty slippery out there. Shumpert couldn't quite get his feet underneath him. That'll bring up 2nd down now. 10.
Knox is at Culver Community tonight, and the Redskins are up 26-8 in the second quarter. There's a minute left.
So we'll see Culver down at their place in the next 2 weeks. Of course, Bremen coming in next week. Pitney back to work out of the shotgun. Here's a snap, hands off to McIntyre. He'll try to find a nice hole up the middle, and he'll get through for a real nice gain on second down. The offensive line did a real good job there. Shively and Farrell really opened up that right lane to give him plenty of space to scamper through. Or excuse me, Riker.
7 yards to the 15-yard line.
At least I thought Shively was on the right side. So here we go now. 3rd and 3 from the 15-yard line. And timeout Caston.
First time out of the game.
There we go. That's true. First time out of the game. Oh, there we go. Tim's doing a good job doing with the scoreboard for us.
Kind of worked the last home game. We was a little short-handed up here, so help keeping everybody keep track of. We had it up timeout on there.
Yeah, like the addition of that. So tonight, Triton's wearing the jerseys donated by the National Guard. Of course, looking at our schedule, like we said, we'll be hosting Bremen, be down at Culver, at Pioneer for that long drive, and host Judson and Abbey at Knox, and we'll be away at Winnemac to round out the season before sectional play. Of course, Triton wearing, like I said, wearing those alternate jerseys tonight, donated by the National Guard, really sponsoring that. I know those are starting to look really sharp with the black pants. They're really growing on me. Kind of makes me wish I was a player, so I get one, but that's okay. But look, guys look pretty sharp, and they've looked sharp. They've played sharp here tonight as they work themselves down into Caston territory. Wilson at left tackle, Shively at left guard, Farrell in center, Reichert right guard, and McCoy in the right tackle spot. Here's the snap, going to go the option play. Pitches on over to McIntyre. McIntyre's going to try to find a way to punch it in. McIntyre has got a clean lane to the end zone for the 15-yard touchdown. Good run on the option there. Worked out well. Watch McIntyre really accelerate and cut up field. On the pitch there, watch Pitting just waited, and watch McIntyre cut up field. Finds the space. Good block downfield by Cam Shively to shut him off, and Jacob Wilson down there along with the blocking downfield. Good job by Triton on the play.
Pretty much about went in there all the way without getting touched.
I'm almost untouched on the way through.
So now will we kick a field goal, or will we try to go for the 2-point and get the 35-point differential?
I think we're going for 2 points.
Running it in.
And Mast will
try. Be short.
But it won't be any good, so the 35-point differential will have to wait for now as Triton leads the way 33-0 over the Comets. So good job by the offense. I tell you what, that offensive line, the line has been playing really well tonight, really opened up the run. You saw that one earlier where McIntyre broke up the middle on the second down run, and then right there he just took off and scampered for 15 yards. Good job by the offense. It's working well tonight. Of course, we saw a pair of one-handed catches in the opening half.
Well, the TV people showed up tonight. Can't tell who it is, though.
Hmm. 57.
57.
ABC 57.
Hmm. So Cabrera get ready to send away Shane Lobb and Rockwolf back to receive. Of course, Cabrera's gotten off some pretty good kicks tonight.
Number 7, Hunter Shane Lobb.
He can really send him down there in a hurry, but that wind's blowing from the north end zone is going to kind of make that ball kind of hit a wall. We'll see what he can do here. Line drive kick, good kick. Rockwell's going to take it off the bounce, off the ground. He'll muff the kick, but he'll pick it up. He'll get started from the 10-yard line, works back up the middle, and he'll get brought down. Leading the charge, Trey Shue in on the tackle. And a whole host of other Trojans in down there to bring him down as a team. They really showed off well in those National Guard jerseys. They're working as a team, taking it down around his own 17-yard line is where Schaefer and company will try their first drive of the second half. Of course, they had a couple big plays, the one to Shane Lobb early on. And Smith and Lee have had some pretty good plays as well.
First and 10 for the Comets from their own 17-yard line.
So they'll get set here. Going to go 3 wide receivers to the near side. Lee's out on his own on the far side. Smith in the backfield for Schaefer. First and 10. Here's a snap. Tries to go over. Finds Brawl. Brawl's going to break some tackles, and he'll get brought down by Trenton Kreft on the play.
Pass complete to Greg Brault.
Whitaker relays in the call.
Picks up 11 yards.
Of course, out there along the line, you're going to have Cam Shively with Nate Amsden. Jacob Wilson with Jeremiah Farrell. Backers, you're going to have Kobe Maston, Trenton Kreft, two very talented linebackers. Here we go, 1st and 10. Schaefer goes back on the shotgun, looking left, but a free rush on the passer. That was Farrell. Couldn't quite bring him out. Schaefer still on his feet. Schaefer will work through, runs into his own player, and he'll get brought down. And on the tackle to keep him going nowhere was Chance Baxter with the big tackle. Farrell had a beat on him, got a hand on him. He spun out of trouble there. Watch the guys just keep attacking on defense. Farrell will get a good rush off the right tackle. Initially got him, and then Wilson couldn't quite get to him. And he misses another tackle there, but watch. Chance Baxter kept going there. Good job by the guys to keep attacking on defense. They moved him back 5 yards on the play.
Shumpert brought that last one in. No.
McIntyre, 15 yards out. Took her 15 yards.
The second and 15 for Caston.
So Caston relays in the message. And they'll go here. Tonight's prediction on John Harrell was Triton was to win the game 45-21 according to that. All-time series last 35 years. Triton leads that series 14 games to 10 against Caston. Quick hitter on over and throws it. In a hurry, had to get rid of it in a hurry to Brault. Looked like some miscommunication on the play. Of course, this is Triton's first matchup against, it'll be their only matchup against sectional opponent, as Caston's in our sectional. Everybody else is a little further east, kind of more in my direction. Closer drive for me.
A little bit of a shift. Some tough competition, but hey, you know, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And you talk about some of the best teams in 1A over in that direction. It'll be a lot of fun to face them. So 3 wide receivers near side. Rockwolf out there with Lee. And Webb on the near side. Shane Lobb up top, us to the left. Mishandle snap, bumbled, and it's going to be picked up. What's that? Who was it?
Oh, I didn't get it on film.
That looks like Jeremiah Farrell gets in there and recovers the fumble. Triton takes over in Caston territory. Good job by Jeremiah Farrell to get through there and get a hold of that mishandled snap.
On the play was done by Triton, number 58, Jeremiah Farrell.
So Jeremiah Farrell, as we saw a week ago, young man was
called out by the officials.
But in a good way.
Yes.
For showing good sportsmanship. You know, that's one thing that I wish is one thing that we get showed more often is sportsmanship. And I'm really proud of the guys and how they handled themselves out there. And we're real respectful, good group of young men. You want to look for good role models for your kids to watch, or your boys and girls to watch these guys. These guys here are good role models. Pitney now hands it off. He'll try to go up over the middle to Amsden. Nate Amsden can't corral it. He would have had a clear lane on the way to the end zone. Couldn't quite get it there.
Incomplete. Second down.
It's a little too much on the throw. Wilson now, left tackle spot. He'll get ready to see what that line can do to open up something. Pitney's going to go back to work on the shotgun. 1 wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Baxter on the far side. Here's the snap. Oh, ball just slipped out on the snap. Mishandle. That ball must be getting real slippery down there.
Yeah, it looks like everybody took off and the ball just stayed there.
That was the fumble Ruski for a second.
Pioneer managed to score before the half. At the half, it's 22-7 Pioneer.
So Pioneer up 22-7 at the half. Of course,
over LaVille.
Over LaVille. So up at LaVille. So we thought that game might be a little bit closer, but it's not over yet at the half. We'll see what can happen there. So here we go. Back to work, 3rd and 10. Quick hitter on over to Baxter. Chance Baxter trying to find some space. He'll try to find his way through. And he might have enough or be close to a first down. I believe that was Baxter on the catch.
Pitney's pass complete to Baxter. Picks up 9 yards.
So 9 yards, so 4th down and 1. And they're going to go out there, going to set the jumbo lineup out there, bring Kreft and Mast in. Short yardage situation here. Amsden there on the right side. Shumpert and Cabrera here on the left side. pave the way here for the offensive line. Here's a snap. Pitney's got to keep it. Oh, good job by Connor Pitney to shake a defender. He might have enough. Oh, enough late flag on the play. And it'll be enough. It looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
Pitney had picked up the first down.
Pitney might have got hit late on the ground. At least that's what it looked like from here. Going to wait to see what the call is here.
Are we getting anything?
Eventually. Face mask against the Comets. So it'll be a automatic first down for the Trojans as they move even closer to the goal line. It'll be first and goal now inside on the 3-yard line. So here we go. Same set. Jumbo set in the backfield. Pitney at quarterback in this shotgun. Hands off. Quick or play action play. Just a little too high for Amsden. Trying to go to Amsden. I'll tell you what. Watch Pitney just set and then throw this thing. I'll tell you what. You talk about a guy can rocket a throw through there. Mercy sakes.
Yeah, he kind of wound up on that one.
I don't know if I want to catch those. So here we go. Second and goal now from the Caston 3-yard line. Crefton Mass in the backfield. Here's a snap. He's going to go left. Pitches on over to Kobe Mass. Kobe Mass is going to try to punch from 3 yards out. He's getting ran down by Shane Law, but he'll find a way in for a touchdown. Kobe Mass from 3 yards out. That's his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, just a nice little play.
Shane Law was running him down, but he had a little more speed and just got away from the outstretched arm of Shane Law. And he takes off and goes, and Shane Law just couldn't quite get a hold of him, so that'll put Triton up by 35 now, or plus more than 35.
39.
So 39 points. The running clock will be here the rest of the way out.
That was Mast.
Kobe Mast, yep.
Cooperation with the Indiana Football Coaches Association have created a protocol to expedite the conclusion of football contests.
So high snap, brings it in. It might be enough, and it's going to be enough for a 2-point conversion. Punching it in on the play. Couldn't quite see it, caught at the tail end there. That was Trenton Kreft in on the 2-point conversion. So that'll bring our score 41-0. Triton leading the way.
Beginning with the second half of any high school football game, when the point differential between teams is at or reaches 35 points, the game clock shall convert to a running clock.
Okay. So Triton now leading the way 41-0 here on homecoming night. Of course, homecoming court. D'Angelo Schumpert and Whitney Miller were the homecoming king and queen, and Prince was Gavin Butler, and Princess was junior Emma Hepler for this year's homecoming court. So, oh boy, that sounds like I'm going to get a hat. Oh boy, just appreciate those guys, what they do for us, the athletic department, and how they. So really appreciate the support and everybody from the Triton athletic staff. So
you were talking about peanut butter sandwich. I was like, why would I want a blue one?
Inside joke.
if you eat a blue peanut butter sandwich, you're on your own, pal.
No, it's a big inside joke.
Okay. Not a problem. Really appreciate Jeremy.
Yep.
Jeremy's support. Him and Mason have really supported us. The whole school and the athletic department really given us a lot of support here as the kickoff goes. Shane Law picks it up. He'll be inside the 10-yard line. He'll take off and go. The battering ram goes all the way up, almost past the 30-yard line is where they'll set up shop. But like I said, really appreciate their support and involvement with our broadcast and really kind of setting us up. They got some nice shirts and really do a good job taking care of us and getting us set up with everything.
Yep, Mason always usually swings by and need anything or help grab anything. And
make sure we always have something to drink and everything. Really appreciate that. You know, it's And like I tell everybody, some people have asked, like, well, why do you drive a little ways for that? I'm like, yeah, but I said, these guys down here, they make this job a lot of fun, and they just, it's great that I get to be part of this, and of course, have everything all set up nice and neat for us, and they really just do a good job supporting us, and really appreciate their involvement. Quick hitter for Schaefer on overthrows Rockwolf. That'll bring up second down. But as we said earlier, thank you to them, and of course everybody at home watching and everybody's viewership. You'll also check out some of the other videos we have on our YouTube stream. There's plenty of things on there, not quite just sports. There's a lot of other school and activities that show up on there.
Let's see, we had a release this morning of McLean Middle.
Yep, McLean Middle. I'll tell you what, that was a lot of fun. He's a great kid. I'll tell you what, I'm going to enjoy watching him the next couple of years. He's a good interview, hard-working young man. He's just going to mature and really hold his own down there on the line. Schaefer now on the snap. He'll work himself up past the 30-yard line. Maybe I got a yard or two on the play. But I really enjoyed that interview. Like I said, getting to know everybody. Of course, Cam Shively, that one was fun. I had fun with Cam. I'll tell you what, I told Cam he might have just squeaked his way into Danny's favorite player, but because he's wearing, of course, the 75, and Danny thinks it's Billy, but she doesn't understand that Billy graduated a season ago. But like I said, Cam was a lot of fun, and like I said, getting to know Farrell. Of course, he might be an interview coming up, and getting to know all these guys. I mean, they're great guys. Take the time to get to talk to you and get to know you, and I mean, they do a real good job just being involved with us. Here's the snap now for Schaefer. Quick hit on over to Broughton. He'll drop the pass. And initially in on the contact. Good job by Cabrera to get in there to disrupt it. And that'll bring up fourth down. So 4th and 7 now on the play.
4th and 7, excuse me.
So, like I said, getting to know these guys is a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. We were at the volleyball game, and I went down and talked to D'Angelo and Jacob Wilson down there, and getting to know those guys. I feel old when I go down and I talk to those guys. I'm like, I told Michelle, I said, I shouldn't feel that old talking to these guys. I'm not that old. But getting to talk to them, they're a lot of fun, and getting to talk to some of the other kids down there, students, and looking forward to interviews and some of the other sports we're going to get to call. Line drive kick. It's going to be over. Amson's going to get off the one hop. Amson picks it up. He's going to try to lose one player. Gets past Hickle. And he'll find a way over, and he'll get just up past the 40-yard line. About to the 41, looks like, maybe the 42. Good job by him. Like I said, have a lot of fun. Of course, Keegan, you kind of seen him coming on camera. Had a lot of fun with him during basketball season. Looking forward to that. And, talking to Tyler Heckman, he said he's worked on his vertical, so he might be jumping out of the building the way he was talking to me the other night. So just really enjoy those guys. They're just a great group of kids.
It's hard to believe. That's not really all that far away.
It is not that far away. No, it is not. Of course, girls basketball will be a little bit sooner than the boys, but it's not that far away. Of course, we'll be starting to call some volleyball games here soon. I'm real excited for that. I'm working on my Excel sheet this week for stats and stuff, but it's a lot of fun. The girls, I'll tell you what, Coach Perry will laugh and talk about that they're a chatty group. Trust me, they communicate well on the court. And a snap, we're going to get movement along the line, and it'll be on offsides on the defense. So Triton will move forward a few yards.
Yeah, I hadn't really went to any volleyball games till this year to help out with Ryan getting some new equipment set up, and it gets pretty loud, pretty exciting.
Well, and see, I will be honest. When I watch the games at home, trying to learn, I don't have the volume up because I'm trying to watch and listen to the kids talk and stuff, and I'm trying to do this stuff. But I'll tell you what, I really got into that. I mean, it was noisier there for almost than some basketball games. I'm talking, it's a lot of fun.
There's quite a bit of a crowd.
I told Michelle that might squeak its that moved its way up the ladder to a top 5 favorite sport. I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, it's a very technical game too.
We get a chance, we'll throw the schedule up for next week and see when else they play.
So here we go, handoff up the middle. Looks like Gavin Ness on the carry, and he'll get a big carry for first down. Gavin Ness on the carry for the Trojans.
Gavin Ness, the ball carrier.
That man right there, he's going to grow into a pretty solid runner. He's a pretty quick back. Shows it up there. Jacob Wilson shaking up on the play. He'll find his way to the sideline because they'll take an injury timeout.
He went to the printer already?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well, we didn't ask, but we sure appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We're going to throw that on. You got to look official now.
Yeah, with the changing of the hats. Hey, we got to get just like they do for the NASCAR when you change hats, take a picture and. Let's let the play clock run down. Looks like the game.
That's going to be the end of the third.
Yep, the game clock's just a little bit ahead of the play clock.
So that'll be the end of the third quarter. Triton leading the way 41-0. That'll set up like I said, running clock the rest of the way out. You heard Kenny describe the rules. Like we said, we've been talking all night about the sportsmanship from last week that the officiating crew sent into Louisville's athletic department. If you look at there on your screen, you'll see that the Triton Trojan staff and players showed exemplary sportsmanship last night as they suffered a tough loss against the Louisville Lancers. It is difficult for a team to hold their composure when another team holds such a commanding lead. But Triton Trojans held their heads high for all 4 quarters of play as we had 0 unsportsmanlike fouls to report. A special shout out to number 58, Jeremiah Farrell, for his positive attitude as he was always trying to be verbally positive with his team, even though when the loss was imminent. He tried to set the tone of playing for pride, and we officials saw his positive attitude and wanted to make sure his gestures did not go unnoticed. High schools needed these type of athletes that show such pride in their achievements. And I can't remember.
And their failures.
And their failures. But right there, that's huge. Holding your heads high and really just trying to finish like that is huge. And, Farrell, that's just as awesome as scoring a touchdown, really encouraging your guys because right there when things get tough, the tough get going, and he showed that off there. So we're going to have a lot of different looks on the play here as Lucas Cabrera comes in at quarterback back there with Gavin Ness. Here on the near side, we're going to have Tyler Amsden, and I believe that's Amari Snyder there. Here on the near side, Amsden out left. And Cabrera's going to keep on the quarterback keeper. The big man's going to roll. Cabrera's still on his feet. Cabrera gets hit down the sideline. We're going to get a flag on the play down the field, and Farrell's hanging on to his face mask. Might be a hold or a legal block in the back on the way down.
Bring it back.
So we'll get the call here. It's coming back, so we're going to get a holding on Caston. Oh, wait a minute. The penalty's turned off.
On the defense, holding on the offense.
Nope.
I'm not sure where we're going. It's holdings on Caston. Okay, now they're saying holdings on Triton.
Penalties.
There you go. Nope. He's trying to yell it up here at one time, but he couldn't see it.
If they're going by what's going on, they're going to say it's holding on the offense. Maybe it looks like they may have declined. So maybe they called holding on the offense.
Apparently it's double holding against us.
Oh, two
holding penalties.
One downfield is declined.
So that'll set up first down in a mile or 2. They might set up from the parking lot. We'll find out. Or maybe they found out there's hot dogs down at the concession stand that are really good and they're just working their way down there.
Yep, because they are heading that way.
Uh-oh. The monitor just blinked.
Oh.
47-yard line.
Loose cable.
So now they'll move back into their own territory. 1st and 20 now for the Trojans. It's from the 47-yard line on their side. Cabrera back at quarterback. Snyder out there on the near side. Amsden here on there, but they're going to run the same play. Cabrera's going to break free. Cabrera's going to still on his feet, and he's going to push forward for a pretty good gain on first down. Good job by Lucas Cabrera on the carry. So Koppas and Amsden Nate Amsden were on the far side. Tyler Amsden was the receiver on the near side. Line still unchanged. Only addition out there is, of course, this week's interview, McLean Middaw.
41-yard line.
And now the student section's getting loud down there.
Gain of 12, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Did we ever come up with a post-game show or what we're doing?
No, I think we're going to wait to do the interview. I think we're going to wait. Cabrera the shotgun, high snap. Read option play and gets sniffed out quickly by Caston. And he'll get brought down. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down. So after the 12-yard gain, they might have lost a yard there. So bring it down 3rd and 9 from the Caston 42-yard line. Like I said, running clock here. No, I really like that. That's a good addition. I mean, keep everybody safe so no one gets hurt. And
yeah, that's what Don was telling the crowd here. And yeah, that was part of it. You know, a little less time so you don't have as many chances for an injury.
Which is always real good. Cabrera now is going to go on the read option. He's going to keep it in himself. He's going to try to force his way up, but he'll get stuffed at the line by a whole host of Comets, and that'll bring up 4th down. Of course, Triton leading the way 41-0, scoring on the air and on the ground attack here in those National Guard uniforms. 27-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter from Pitney to Schumpert. Then a 6-yard run by Hunter McIntyre. Mazda added a 2-yard touchdown run. And then right before the half was Pitney to Schumpert for 74 yards. Then opening up, McIntyre to 15-yard touchdown run, and Mass punched it in from 3 yards out to lead us to where the score is now 41-0.
Back over at LaVille, the Lancers 14, Pioneer 22, and there's 8:40 left in the third.
So there's still time yet. LaVille's down 8. Cabrera's going to kick. I don't see anybody back to receive for Caston. Maybe they're anticipating a fake. They're going to try to load up and block. This will be the first punt tonight for Triton. Cabrera back to kick. He's got a leg. We'll see if he can pin him deep. Good kick by Cabrera. Defense is going to have to run it down. Can they get there in time? Oh. And they said went over and back. So not quite. Almost had it.
Into the end zone.
Looked like Quentin Amsden was the guy trying to get down there to cover to get a hold of it. Q showed off speed, but just couldn't quite keep it from crossing the goal line. So they'll take over from on the 20-yard line for their next offensive series.
They get a chance here, like I say, for tomorrow here. The junior high and high school cross country is going to be down at Caston. The boys tennis
is hosting Bethany Christian.
Yep, both be right out here. Then you do have your JV varsity volleyball down at Culver Academy. And then junior high football versus Winnemac right out here on this field.
So good luck to all of them tomorrow. Of course, we have a lot of sports next week as Smith finds some space to the outside. Still on his feet, and they're going to get a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be a block in the back and possibly on Caston.
I could almost just leave this. No, I won't.
Be all set up for tomorrow.
Hey, there you go.
Block in the back against Caston.
So good luck to the junior high tomorrow hosting Winnemac. And of course, the tennis team. Sounds like those guys are getting along pretty good. Of course, girls golf, they had an outing the other night. And like we heard us talk about the volleyball team sweeping Knox the other night and then on their 4-game winning streak. So those girls, there's a talented group on that. There are a lot of athletes on there. So we'll see them, quite a few of them during basketball season, but quite a few athletes there for the girls' volleyball team. I mean, I told Danny when she got home, I said, you need to learn how to play this. Because I had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun watching that. Back and middle linebacker is Trey Shue. Ness on the right side. Low snap. Schaefer tries to go or finds Lee. Lee's going to try the stutter step, and he's going to get hit in a hurry and brought down.
Pass complete to number 9, Tim Lee.
So Lee on the reception. That'll bring up second down and long, or second down and long. Can't tell. So in on the tackle, looks like on the far side would have been Cole Irvine, the freshman. In on the tackle. Step out of the light. Maybe I can see the numbers a little bit better.
And it looks like our rain mist is returning.
Yep. That's making it a little harder to see. So Schaefer and company's going to let the clock run all the way down. Looks like they might be calling a timeout. They've got 2 left, and they'll call a timeout. Regroup. I'll tell you what, real proud of the guys, how they competed tonight here.
This is next week's schedule.
So it looks like Monday the boys will be hosting John Glenn, and then on Tuesday they'll be hosting Valley right back-to-back days, and then volleyball, 6th grade.
Yep.
They'll be reverse Riverside. And then you see the cross country varsity at advertised here. Just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry.
It's on a loop. I had it on the loop. I had to get it off the loop.
Of course, the junior high cross country at Bremen. And then the lady girls golf team will be down at North Judson. And then, of course, volleyball will be here versus North Judson on Wednesday. And you can see that one here. We'll have that one probably live streaming for you. They'll be at Valley on Thursday for the girls varsity volleyball.
So back-to-back nights here at home, Wednesday, Thursday.
So then, of course, we'll have next week's football game hosting Bremen, and then the pregame we'll have the class of 1969 recognized prior to the game, and the junior high football players and managers are recognized, and many cheer will be performing in that game. So check that one out. So here we go, 2nd and 17 for Schaefer and company. See what Triton can do to get in there on the play. Schaefer tries to go up top to Shane Lobb. Might have threw it out a little too far out of bounds. Schaefer can't reel it in, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Intended for Shane Lobb. Brings up 3rd and 17.
So 4 minutes and counting to finish off the game. Triton will improve to 2-1 before they host the Lions next week. Of course, that could be a pretty good ball game because, you know, with how Triton's going to give some different looks. If they can kind of keep working hard, this team could really do some special things as the season goes on. And Bremen might be a pretty good ball game next week with how they compete against LaVille there and how they kind of learned from last week and how they played this week. This team could maybe improve and go out and have a good showing next week before they go on their road trips. And that'll be a delay of game penalty on the offense. Play clock ran all the way down.
Delay game, 5-yard penalty.
So like I said earlier, check out all our other videos we have. Of course, past videos, interviews, and a bunch of the different things we've had going on here at the school corporation. Just check those out on the Triton YouTube channel. Out of the shotgun, goes with play action fake and throws for it, and Lee will fall down after, incomplete pass on the play to Brault, rather. So like I said, next week's opponent was Bremen. Bremen tonight will be taking on, Bremen tonight will be taking on John Glenn at home before they come out here to face us. So we'll see how they've lost to Riley and LaVille the first 2 games of the season. Of course, other HNAC matchups tonight. We have Knox at Culver, Judson at North Newton, Pioneers at LaVille, as we've been talking about that one, and Winnemac at North White. As the punt will go there. And that'll give Triton some good field position as they got 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Eunice running the troops in a hurry to set up for the possibly last offensive drive of the night. Get a chance to get some of the young players out there, get some experience on the field. There's some pretty promising talent here down in the grades with these young men. There's a lot of talent down there, and these guys are just going to get better. They've got some good role models up there, some upperclassmen that really have took the reins over and led from previous classes, and these guys can learn from them and just improve. We'll see what they can do as the future goes on. So.
Not having much
so
luck finding that.
So Trenton Conley out there at quarterback now for the Trojans. He'll be in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to either side. He'll hand off. Ball goes up the middle. On the carry is Ethan Gilbert, and he'll fall forward for a few yards as we are inside a minute and a half remaining in the ball game. Like we said, Triton improves to 2-1 on the season. Caston, unfortunately, will fall for their 3rd loss of the season. Got to give these guys a props, though. They fought hard tonight. They ran the ball hard. They've had some pretty good plays. Like we said, the guys really showed off some real good heart and hard work out there tonight. Just keeps playing when even being down on the scoreboard. They played real hard, and I'm real proud of how they competed here tonight. And for Triton, of course, they're going to bounce back win from a week ago. Going into a probably could be a real good rivalry matchup with Bremen. High snap, hands off to Gilbert. He'll try to go forward, but he'll slip on the way through. He'll get stopped there as we're inside 50 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At Bremen, John Glenn is up on the Lions 27-12 in the 4th quarter.
So Bremen will be coming in 0-3 on the season. So right there for Triton, that could be an interesting game next week as Triton 2-1 on the season. We've taken on the Lions. If, as of right now, as it stands, they looks like down on the scoreboard. So we'll see. We're ready for that one next week. I'm sure the guys will be preparing for that one, and I imagine there's going to be But the guys keep working hard and doing what they're doing. These guys are going to compete. Triton's going to be a tough team next week. Conley on the carry, quarterback sneak, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's the last play of the game. Triton's going to win this one 41-0 over HNAC opponent Caston as they improve to 2-1 on the season. Great game tonight for the guys. As we said earlier, Connor Pitney had a 27-yard touchdown pass to D'Angelo Shumper on the first score of the game. And then Hunter McIntyre added another score with a 6-yard touchdown run. Kobe Mass scored a 2-yard touchdown run, moved on 19-0. And then before the half, Pitney to Shumper for 74 yards touchdown pass. And that put up 27-0. And then in the second half, McIntyre added a 15-yard touchdown run. And to round it out, Kobe Mass added a 3-yard touchdown run to round out the game to bring the score 41-0. Real proud of how these guys committed. Of course, like we said, check out all the other videos and other events we have going on this week. And we really appreciate everybody watching at home. And we'll be signing off here. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart and on the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. And until next time, Trojans fans, remember the Trojan way.